Hi, I'm going to show you the easiest way to make yogurt that you've ever seen. Before I do that, I want to make just a couple of comments about yogurt and some of the things I've learned that might help you in the learning process. First of all, there is a million ways that you can do it. Yogurt is very forgiving, and there's a ton of things that you can do to make it easier or harder on yourself. Personally, we eat a lot of yogurt, and so I'm going to show you the easiest way that I've come up with to make yogurt. My wife started eating yogurt years ago, and she would buy the little 5-ounce cups of yogurt from Walmart or the grocery store, and they're $1 a piece, and they had a lot of sugar in them, and I was just not that interested in spending that much on yogurt. So I started watching YouTube, and I learned how to do it and found out it was really easy. Let me just say that for your health, it's a great thing. But beyond that, when you make fresh yogurt and combine it with fruit every day and with granola and that sort of thing in your diet, you live to get up every morning and have a great bowl of yogurt for breakfast. We eat it every day. We love it. We think about it at night when we go to sleep. We just want to wake up and have our yogurt. So it's a great food, something that you really should have in your diet, and something that you will definitely want to start doing when you see how easy it is. Okay, first of all, let's talk about what you're going to need. You're going to need a gallon of milk, and actually when we make yogurt, we do it 2 gallons at a time. So I'll get my other gallon out. We just bought this yesterday at Costco, 2 gallons, $4.24. I'm going to make both of these gallons of yogurt. It'll take me about an hour, but I'm going to be doing other things, so as you'll see, you can set it and forget it. First thing that you have to do when you get your milk is to take off the lid and pour off just about a half a cup. Now the reason for this is that you're going to be adding some starter yogurt to this, and you'll need to have some room to put that in at the end of the process. Then you're going to need a thermometer like this one and a digital thermometer, and then you're going to take it and just stick it right straight into the cap, just like that. Okay? Then you set that in a little pan of water, okay, on your stove. Now, I probably have that just a little bit too full, but that's fine. It'll boil off. Okay? And we start the flame going, and we'll just let that boil. This is going to take about 20-30 minutes to boil, and we'll just monitor the temperature, and we're looking to get this up to 175 degrees, starting out at 40 degrees. So I'll kind of track the time and let you know how long it takes, and we'll be back. All right, it's been exactly 30 minutes since I started this, and as you can see, the temperature is 182, and that's plenty. I usually just go to 175, and that's it. Now, I haven't stirred this. I haven't had to watch it. I just walked away from it. The temperatures are not that critical, but this needs to cool down now to 115 degrees. You're going to need a hot pad, and the hot pad just needs to be able to maintain this at 115 degrees, and I'll show you how you do that later. You'll need about 2 ounces of yogurt for every gallon. Now this is 4 ounces here, and anyway, I only use half of that because I'm going to do 2 gallons, so I'll put half of that in there now. Just take this out of the boiling water, and we'll get my other one ready to go here. Pour this out. You can kind of accelerate the process of cooling this down. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, put that in there. And we'll put that back in the same water that we had before, and in another half an hour we'll have another gallon of yogurt ready to go. So what do we do with this one? Well, you can either just let it sit and cool, or you can put it in a bath of cold water. And that's easy to do. I just turn on the cold water like this and fill it up and then watch the temperature go down. I usually take some ice and I just fill a water bottle full of ice, full of water, throw it in the freezer. And that helps cool the water down quite a bit. If you have one of these, you can put it in there too. And I'll just let that fill up with water. And then when this gets down to 115 degrees, then I will put the yogurt in it, set it on that hot pad, and tomorrow in about 12 hours we'll have 2 gallons of yogurt. Okay, it's just been a little over 15 minutes and the milk has been in the cooling bath now. We're down to 112 degrees. Just kind of agitate that a little bit. Get it mixed up real good. 111, so that's plenty. That's plenty. It should be around 115 degrees. So I take off the lid at this point and I just pour a little bit of the milk into a cup. And all that's for is so that I can mix in some of the yogurt starter. Now this is just yogurt that we had from the last time. I've left it out at room temperature so that it would get ready and kind of come to room temperature. Wake up the little yogurts in there, and I'll put about half of this in some of this milk. About like that is good. Okay. Now what I want to do is just stir that up real well, just so I can pour it back in the jug. This is just to thin it down, just like so. Now I'll just pour that into the jug. Just like that. Take my lid, put it back on, and I'll just put my finger over this while I agitate it. You can keep a lid from the last time, or one that isn't punctured, and it's easier, but I just don't happen to have one right at the moment. So I'll agitate that, and I set it over here on the hot pad. And that hot pad keeps that at about 115 degrees. And I just cover it up with a blanket, just like that. And then it will be ready to go in the morning. How long do you leave it there? Doesn't really matter. You can leave it about 12 hours. I leave it sometimes for 15 hours, sometimes 8 hours. It just depends. The less starter you use, the longer it will take to make itself into yogurt. The more starter you put in, of course, the shorter period of time it takes. But why have a bunch of starter yogurt around? So we just leave it there overnight, and actually tonight before we go to bed, it's about 10 o'clock tonight, we'll probably go ahead and strain this, and then I'll show you the rest of the process of how we make Greek yogurt in part 2. Thanks for watching.